what I mean by this activity. But first of all, class goal here, when do we use it? We use it to allow students to a secret voting for something. It's a secret voting. I will tell you how to do it, but remember that it's a secret voting for something. How to get a sense of where the class stands on something. To get a sense of where the class stands on something. So, for example, if you are presenting a novel for students, for example, Treasure Island, yes, and you are asking your students to prepare that chapter, yes, and you want to make sure that your students have prepared that chapter. How can we make it? I will tell you. So, to get a sense of where the class stands on something, okay? Number three, we have to help the students feel more at ease, because it's a secret pool. It's a secret pool, so they will feel that they are in ease. They are not shy to mistake in front of each other. Okay? Yes. Good. Level, it can be for primary, prep, and secondary. Also skills, it is listening. Okay? Only listening, I think. Yes. So this kind of activity is a listening activity. Listening stage, it can be used in a lead-in and in a feedback, if you want to make a feedback. So in every stage of your lesson, you have to make a feedback. Feedback is called the food of the champions. Okay? What is the food of the champions? Feedback. You must check if your students have understood what you have said or not. Okay? Four. Yes. Timing, only 5 to 7 minutes. Okay? So all of you, what I'm going to say, I will make you to sleep, okay? Or to put your faces down to the desk, okay? Yes. Remember that I have asked you to read chapter 1 of Treasure Island, of Great Expectations for Charles Dickens, okay? Yes. And I want to make sure that you have prepared it, okay? Now, you will sleep. And I will ask a question, and while you are sleeping, you just put your hands up. Yes? And if you don't know, don't put your hand up. Yes. Now, you will make sure that how many students have prepared and how many students haven't prepared the list. Okay? And you can ask them to answer the questions at the same time. Yes? While they are sleeping. By doing this, all the students will not be shy of their feelings. Okay? They will answer, you will put your hands up, they will do whatever you want to do in a fun way. Yes, and one of them will be something like this. It will be some kind of fun. So, procedures here. Tell the class that they will, you will ask a question and they will put one finger for true and two for false answers. So while they are sleeping, one finger if it is true, and two fingers if it is false, not true. So the students who are not prepared, for example, if it is true, one of the students who is not prepared will put two fingers. He will know that he is not prepared for that, or he hasn't prepared the lesson before. The students should keep their eyes closed during this activity. Checking that their eyes closed can be done in a fun, light-hearted way. Is it clear? Yes, good. The first couple of questions can be a fake questions. Just to give all the students answer. Yes. Yes. A secret way, yes. So, is it Wednesday? You are sleeping now, and I will tell you, is it Wednesday today? All the students will put one finger up, right? It means that this is true, it's Wednesday today. Okay? Okay, it's practice. All of you, can you put your heads down, please? Put your hands. Can you speak, please? Are you shy to speak? You are. Students are students. بس مش ننام خالص يعني. Okay? So I have asked asked you to prepare great expectations yesterday. Have you prepared it? One finger or two fingers? Yes. Have you prepared it? Would you? Yes, okay. So I will ask you some questions. If the right answer is true, if it is true, put one finger up. If it is not true, put two fingers up. Okay? Question number one. Babe was an old man.
Yes, I think this.
Babe is the main character of the story.
Yes, I
Okay?
know, yeah.
Was an old man.
Yes, no, it is.
Hey.
No, no. We don't have to speak, huh?
You don't have to speak. You just put one finger if it's true,
Yes.
two fingers if it's not true. Okay? Did he go to the graveyard?
Yes.
Yes. Did he need a convict there? Okay. And the convict wanted to kill him. Okay, thank you. You can go back to your seats.
Yes.
Yes. So when I have done something like this, I have known that what's her name? Mira. Miss Mira, she has prepared this lesson in advance. Yes. But for example, any one of you always making something like this, all the answer is not true. You have made sure that this student hasn't prepared this lesson. Okay? Yes. Okay? Number 4, don't ask any questions. You will know who prepared and who hasn't prepared or who didn't prepare the lesson. Do the same next week. When you say novel, make it the next week. And write the name of the students on a piece of paper to keep it with you. The students who haven't prepared the lesson, keep it with you. Yes. What will happen in the lesson? And after that, the following week, the third week, write the names on the board. They will be in past. And they will make sure that they will prepare the lesson the next time. Because you have in past. Okay? Is it clear? Is this technique clear? Yes. Good. During this will be all the class will be prepared. All will be prepared. Is this activity clear?
Yes.
Is it clear? Good. So class all here, what are the good sides of this activity? Yes.
No one of the students feels shy and they can all participate. So,
All of them will participate.
Yes, yes. Not only the active students will participate, all the students will involve.
All the
yes.
students will participate.
Yes.
Yes. Good. What else? So who can give me another version of this activity? I have applied this in a novel, right? Paper sheets, maybe. I need the same activity. Yes, I have applied it to novel. Yes, how can we apply it into grammar, for example? Yes, think, how can we apply it into grammar? If I want to present the grammar, yes.
For example, if I'm presenting the present continuous, I will ask him to fill in the gaps.
I mean that he is sleeping now.
Yes, he choose is or are, like, for example.
Very good, yes.
Yes.
The teacher can say, I are a good student. I are a good student. This is right.
Ah, yes.
You will put one finger if it is right, two fingers if it is wrong. Yes.
Yes.
So I have applied it in grammar. Yes, right? And it is a good way to lead here. And after you finish the classroom, present or past, right? So after you finish the student, after you finish the activity, you can feedback. Feedback. You ask the questions and you get your students to answer by putting one finger if it is right and two fingers if it is wrong. This activity here, put your hands up.
Yes.
Good. Gives feedback. So again, what are the 6 P's of planning? Prayer, over, planning, independence. Every time I say it, not you.
Yes.
Every time. Yes. So what is the first activity we have taken today? What is the first activity?
Corner name
Corner
10.
name 10. Yes, good. And what is the second activity? Classroom. Very good, thank you. I have never So when you read the name, I have never, you feel that this is concerned to or connected to what?
Something I have never done to you.
This is what?
Okay.
This is novel or listening or
Grammar,
reading or
grammar.
writing, which one?
Grammar.
Grammar, yes.
Yes.
So this kind of activity is related to grammar, yes. So I have never here, we use it to get a sense of familiar with one another in the class, okay? So for example, I have never, when this one I say, for example, I have never gone to London. You will know about one, right? When this Russia says, I have never attended a session to Mr. Mahmoud. You will know that Russia, something about Russia, yes? Okay. To reinforce the use of present perfect, okay? Because this is grammar. To build a rapport among the students, among the participants, rapport is a good relationship between the students, okay? Level here, it can be primary, and secondary skills, listening, reading, and writing. Sorry, speaking. No writing here. There's no writing here. It's listening, reading, and speaking. Listen stage here, lead in, practice stage, and feedback. So it can be a lead in, you can use it in a lead in, you can use it in the practice stage, and you can use it in the feedback stage. Is it clear? Yes. So it's a very good way. But I will tell you how to do it. Timing here, 5 to 7 minutes, no more. Okay? So how can we do it? How can we apply it? The teacher will prepare a piece of paper like that. You have presented the present perfect and you want to explain when to use never. Some teachers will write on the board that we put never after hand, right? Yes, that's right. We will do that. Yes, but we can do it in a very good way. Okay. So, for example, I will say, I have never traveled to London. I have never traveled to London. And the teacher will say, I have never traveled or traveled. Traveled, yes, because it's the past participle of the verb, right? Yes. So I've never traveled to London. Okay. I will choose this structure and I will give here the sheet and say the sentence.
I have never traveled to London.
No, another sentence.
I have never played football.
So you ask Miss Russia to stand up here, Miss Russia. You choose anyone in the classroom and give him the page. Thank you, sit down.
I have never visited Luxor.
Choose one of the class and give it to another one, please. I have never played football yet. Choose any one. I have never driven a car. Right, very good. Yeah, thank you. So, when I give this to Miss Mona, for example, Miss Mona, I tell her, choose any one of the classroom and give it to her. And Miss Mona is a girl, okay? And she will be shy to give a ball, right? Yes, because her colleagues will say, oh, Miss Mona has given the sheet to wow. Yes? Yes. And Miss Mona will say, okay, I will give here to give the sheet to my friend. Yes, and she will look at her friend and she finds that her friend is sitting here. And she will go to her friend and say, if you give me the paper, I will kill you. So this is what I mean by this is build a rapport. Rapport means a relationship among the participants, okay? So by doing this, the students are listening to each other. So this is listening, right? Yes. And they are reading what I have written. So this is reading. And also they are speaking. So this kind of activity is very good for listening, reading, and
Integrating the more than one skill.
So, and if you want to apply it to writing skill, you can I will give the data for Miss Mona, for example, okay? And I will ask, what's her name? Sorry, Christina? Yes, listening hand to come to the board and you write all the verbs that he will give you. Okay? For Miss Mona, supply the sentence, please.
Yes, played football.
I've never played football. Miss Iman will be the leader here on the board. She will come to the board and will write play football, right? So now you have used writing skill also.
Yes.
But the main skills are listening, reading, and speaking. Is it clear? Yes. Good. So this is how to use it to give the teacher clear instructions. He prepares an A3. This is an A3 sheet on writes. I have never. And then he goes to the students in the class, and the teacher asks him to read the sentence and they complete it. The students will answer, I have never traveled to London, for example. Yes? So the teacher asks the students to take the sheet and they choose anyone in the class and let the students of here it says to choose. Let the choosing one complete the same sentence in a different answer. The teacher repeats this 5 times till he feels that the students understood what the group. Yes. This kind of activity is called mingling. The word mingle means that you take something and give it to another one. Mingling. Mingling is change. Yes.
I thought that mingling means to mix.
Yes.
Right?
Is this activity clear? Yes. Don't take something like this and you don't understand it. Yes. Thank you. Let's practice it. Oh, we have done it, right?
Yes.
Yes. Good. So what are the good sides of this activity? Put your hands up. What are the good sides of this activity? Yes?
Improve listening and speaking skills.
Yes. Improve listening and speaking skill. What else?
Sharing.
Sharing. Yes.
Learning about the present perfect tense.
Learning about killing the rule. Yes. So for example, you are writing the rule. I have never had plus never. It is used for negative. You have written it, and all the students are in another word, right?
Yes.
But by doing this, they will be taken in the
Yes.
secondary indicators.
Pay more attention.
Yes. Who can give me another version for the activity? I mean, so we can use it in another way. So for teaching vocabulary, for example, okay? So, how can read the word? Yes. Yes, I want to be a teacher. I want to be. So, for example, I went to the group and I have seen for example, a lion, a tiger, and another student would say a giraffe, for example. So we are giving all animals in the zoo, right? So I have used this activity in grammar, in vocabulary. You can use it in the reading, okay? Is this activity clear? Clear? Yeah, very good. So let's repeat back. What are the 4 V's I want? Very good, thank you. So what is the first activity? Order. Name check. Good. And the second one is? And the third? Come. Yeah. Are you ready for the second activity? Or you are tired now? Tired?
It's okay.
Good. Come.
Done.
You can make it in another way. You can make it an example, Cairo, for example, okay? Or Ismaili, for example. But I don't use it. I'm not from Ghana, but I use it. It's a funny way, okay? So this name, when to use it, we can use it to revise and feedback vocab, to improve students' speaking skill, and improve students' memory. The level is primary, it can't be used with secondary stage. Yes, skills, listening, reading, speaking, most writing. But if you can use it in writing, I will tell you when to use it in writing. Listening stage feedback, timing 5 to 7 minutes, because this is a normal timing for all activity. 5 to 7 minutes, enough. Oh, you will prepare something like this. or you can write it on the board. You can write it on the board, okay? I went into a supermarket in Santa and I bought, you just tell me one item, tell me the sentence, huh?
I went in the supermarket in Tanta and I bought candy.
Candles, okay? Yes, and you will write, you will say candles and you will add an item, okay? Tell
I
me.
went in supermarket in Tanta and I bought candy.
Candy
And bread.
and bread, yes. Now, you take the two items and you add one, huh?
What do you think?
Now, you have to read this sentence. I went,
You have to memorize.
you have to memorize what she has said.
Yes, candy, bread,
Candy,
and
bread,
go on.
candy bread. I will tables in Tanta, in the supermarket tables.
You will answer in sequence.
Yes.
Oil, sugar.
No. One item. One item. You have to remember. Yes.
Bread,
Rice,
Rice.
oil.
No, that is enough. Oil. Yes. Because you have to say one item only. Okay. So one item. Yes. You have to remember what your students have said. Okay. So this what you have said. Candies, bread, rice. So you know what's it? Oil.
Yes, oil. Fish.
Fish, okay? Well, we have finished it with fish, okay? Who can say the 5 items? All of you are 5 items now. Yes, we can remember. Yes, yes.
Candy.
No. Tell me the sentence.
I went into the
Tell me,
supermarket.
you know why I ask you to say the sentence? To forget what they have said.
I went into the supermarket in Tanta and I bought candy, bread, sugar,
Yes.
oil,
Fish.
and fish.
Fish.
Sticky rice now? Fish,
Fish and
sugar.
things like that. What about you? Yes. Yes.
I went into the supermarket in Tanta and I bought candy, bread, rice, sugar, and
So you are building students' memory, right?
Yes.
Yes. You are revising vocabulary, right? Yes. Now we are doing something that enables students to revise vocabulary in a fine way. Yes. One of them, and most of students will say, no, summer, you said what?
It's candy.
Candy. It's a game, yes. A memory game, yes. Okay, good. Okay? The teacher would write the sentence on board. I went to a supermarket in London and I bought cheese, for example. The teacher asks another student to say the same sentence and add one item. I went into a supermarket in Tanta and I bought cheese and butter, for example. So students keep adding the items till they finish all the expected items in the supermarket, right?
Yes.
What most Egyptian teachers do is that the classroom will never become into the class. We write the new words, right?
Yes.
You do that, right? In a red color, for example.
Repeat after me.
You repeat after me. You are repeating after me, but by doing this activity, you are repeating the word is for the vocabulary, right? Is this activity clear?
Yes.
Is it easy?
Yes.
Will you make it inside the class?
Of course.
Good. The teacher can appoint a clever student to write in about writing. You can appoint this student to come here and write. To make it easy, if your students are weak students, to make it easy. So students will say, I have visited a supermarket in Tanta and I bought, you know, write candies. And then what you? Bread, rice. You know, we'll write the list here. And the students will repeat the list, okay? This is some kind of repetition and writing. But
And
to make
checking
it-
the spelling of the
check the
word.
spelling, yes. And to make it quite difficult, don't write there. If you want to improve the memory of your students, don't write the list. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes.
The activity is called vocabulary expansion. You know what expansion is?
Widen.
Yes. Yeah, expanding the vocabulary, increasing vocabulary, right? Yes. because everybody will add one item to the main items. This is practice, we have practice. So, what are the good sides of this activity? Yeah, can I ask you what is the good side? Huh? New words, yes? Yes, Usam?
It can sharpen the memory of the students by adding and memorizing the
Yes,
vocabulary.
improving the memory of the students. Yes?
Most students don't like memorize words. Maybe this will make it easier for them.
Yes. Thank you.
May I answer this one, please?
Who can give me another version? We have said another version for this exercise, which is to use it in vocabulary, right? Yes? We have used it in vocabulary. Is this activity clear? Here? Yes. Good. Let's feedback. What are the 6 ways of planning here? Sorry? Feedback. كله feedback. It's feedback. Now, what's أول كلمة بتقول feedback تريد in practice. Yes. Okay. So what are the 6 ways of planning here? Prior? Huh? Yes. Very good. Yes. What is the first activity number 1? Good. 2. Yes. Last one. Thumbs up. Okay. Are you ready to number 4, number 5 and 5? There are 6. Okay. Are you ready for the next one here?
Yes.
Yes. Suppose paragraphs. سواد السواد لما نقول العيال يكونوا برجع صح؟
أيوه.
Okay. Paragraphs. I will tell you. Yes. Really. Paragraphs here. 3 paragraphs. You will teach 3 paragraphs in one time. Okay. 20 ways to improve students' writing skills. To teach students how to complete. How to complete. To apply peer checking. You know what is peer checking? I mean that
Yes.
one student will correct the mistakes of another student. Okay? Yes. Level, primary, grade, secondary stage, skills, listening, reading, speaking, and writing. It is for all the 4 skills. Listening stage, it can be a feedback or you can apply it in a substitutional period. حصة ايه؟ احتياط. اخر حصة الاحتياط العيال عمالة احتياط بيسمع حرام عليك. ويقول طبعا صح؟
Yes.
نجيب المحسن. So this is can be for substitutional period, okay? Okay. Timing 15 minutes. Or you can take all the period of substitutional period, you can change it. Okay? Okay. I want another sheet. Okay? Can I take this one? How can we apply this inside the classroom? You have the 3 sheets here. Okay? You will prepare 3 paragraphs for your students. So, and you are inside the classroom, you have groups. Or if you don't have groups, you have rows. Row 1, row 2, and row 3. You will take your sheet here, and you take your sheet here, and you take your sheet here, okay? Right? Good. And okay, let's complete the rate of my okay, you have distributed the sheets here, and you have to prepare 3 paragraphs. For example, write a paragraph your favorite hobby, and write a paragraph about your role model, and write a paragraph about your school. So how many paragraphs we have? The first row will be
Favorite
first
hobby.
one I forgot.
Favorite hobby.
Your favorite hobby, yes. The second one is
Role model.
Role model, yes. And the third one is your school, right? Yes. What you say,
School, your
so
school.
you have to repeat 3 paragraphs.
The third
The
paragraph.
third one is your school. Write about your school. Okay? School, yes. So what you will do is that, so you will go to the first desk. You will tell them that you will write the first sentence of the paragraph. Your paragraph is your favorite one, right? This one will write only one sentence. And when they finish, they
Will
will
pass
give
it.
it to the next desk, okay? They will read the first sentence and they will add the second sentence, okay? And then when they finish, then this will read the 2 sentences and will add the third. And then they will read the 3 sentences and will add the 4th and 5. How many sentences in paragraph here? 5. And you can say the fastest group will be the winner, okay? Believe me, this will take
Aye.
yes. Okay? So this is a very good way to teach paragraphs. So when you finish, the teacher finishes, we get all the charts here and we'll stick them on the board, okay? And he will ask, who can check the paragraphs? You don't check the paragraphs. Let the students check the paragraphs, okay? Or you can wait, okay? You can wait. Okay, you can do it like this. This group or this row has finished, okay? You can take the paragraphs and put it here. And you put it here, okay? Now, you can say to the first desk, you will read the paragraph and add a sentence. So, and go back, add a sentence, add a sentence, add a sentence. So how many sentences in this paragraph now? 10. 10 and 10. So they have written 3 paragraphs and 10 sentences in one paragraph.
And we can also ask them to correct the paragraph or check the mistakes.
To check the mistakes. Yes, right? This is a very good way. I don't know what happened. It's difficult. I have teaching aid can be tiring.